I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. So, you guys raided the archway tomb, the cavern in which the Touch Lotus, under the control of or the employ or whatever of Dolan Crissaphaene, were trying to fix and perform some kind of ritual on this archway that would mean they could traverse these places called burrowings in search of artefacts that you believe were going to be used by Dolan to make himself immortal. And after closing up a job with the Omnium Trist, you got 5 days until the expedition. You decided to raid the archway. And after some divination work by Freya, you knew that the repair was pretty far away along. So you came down on the lift with 2 skeletons, Eugene in a barrel, and there was a crazy fight. By the end of the first phase of the fight, Dolan fell. The shiver was effectively destroyed in his chest by a murmur, and he fell into a heap of webs cast by Moxie, cutting the spell on the archway or breaking the ritual as it was being cast. And a kraken-like creature from one of these burrowings made its way through just as the spell was fading, and as the archway fell into darkness, the portal cutting out, it sliced through some of its tentacles, and a savage fight with this thing ensued. Immediately, Sentinel seemed to convince the Touch Lotus in some way to at least attack the giant kraken, which was definitely helpful. And then the kraken eventually attempted to escape into the water, but it was killed by just a pummeling of attacks, and eventually finished off with what was it finished off with? Hellish Tribute, which burned and bubbled away at its flesh, and then Moxie caught it in a web spell. As still clutching Aura and one of the Touch Lotus, it went to fall into the river. And that is where we are. So the Touch Lotus have just sort of revealed that they feel cornered in some respect, but they also felt cornered when they were working with Dolan anyway. And they seem open to the fact, more open after you said that Iridia wouldn't be in charge of the Lemures for too much longer. That definitely piqued the Hans' interest.
The hands.
That is where we are.
With that, then I have a question. What's Ilram doing?
Having a lovely time.
In as much detail as possible, please.
Should we square on him?
You can ask the other players.
Can we investigate? We need to loot. Can we investigate Dolan's body? Dolan's body.
Shards, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm right next to them, I think.
Let me just write something down.
Because it's stone on the neck, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a coral stone.
While everyone's investigating and looting,
We don't want to take this too much because they're still dead.
Yeah.
We'll just kill them if we need to.
It's not the kind of gang we are.
I mean,
Mr. DM man.
Yes, I was just noting down.
Right here. While everyone's looting, can I retrieve my knife?
Yes.
And if I come across any of the spanners, I'll also collect them, but that's not my main focus. And then can I use the knife to scratch out the symbols, like as many symbols around the archway as I can, please? Thank you.
Okay, so you retrieve the knife. You find...
Any spanners?
Yeah, I mean, they're all in here. After a while, you find all the spanners. I think you had 3.
Yeah.
You find your 3 spanners, don't worry.
Thanks.
And you go up to the archway to scratch out symbols.
Yeah,
so there are some that are in the the gold that was molded, and then half of the symbols seem to have been fixed with bits of gold to fit the broken parts. So you could easily scratch those out.
That's what I'm doing while everyone's looting. I just feel like it's safer to try and,
Okay.
disarm the arch.
Can I bash them with my flail?
The archway. Yeah, okay, you guys you smash up the archway.
Don't.
Yeah, if you give it, I'd say a couple of minutes.
Do
you can damage
I
it
see
enough.
this right?
Yeah.
Under my breath, I just go simpletons and then carry on walking to the ground.
The Touch Lotus seem to be they're preoccupied with Grey. Dolan, they don't seem to be given the reverie. Don't seem to be too bothered by him. They seem to be very quiet and processing, but they kind of cover Grey with a veil, like just a sheet over him.
I get the flame spin, I don't. Oh yeah, the flame spin is out. When the web went up, I stopped concentrating on
That's a good
this.
point. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, so Eugene, you make your way to the Kraken. I'm assuming you would like to try and harvest something.
Yeah.
From this.
Imagine you're just like, nah.
There's so much you can't mess this up.
Don't say this.
Can like someone help?
If you're proficient in
Persephone can help?
Persephone, could. Well, is Persephone proficient in? Did we decide this was Arcana? I think we did.
No, the actual collecting I thought you said was either nature or survival.
This creature, and you only said this because you wouldn't have known, since it is applicable for both harvesting and exotic harvesting, which means you can perform both.
Yeah, I'm going for the double.
Go for the double. Oh.
So I roll a d100 to see what's actually there, and then I make a d20 check.
And that's based on your nature or survival.
I guess so. We did say that because originally I wasn't proficient with a what kit do you use to collect again?
Oh, it's a herbalism kit.
Yeah, but then I changed it from Thieves' Tools.
Yes, so you've still got that. Yes, that's right. So, normal harvesting, I guess, first.
Cool. So should I roll a d100 to see what there is?
I'm just trying to find the correct table. I have found it.
Cool. Well, I got a 66.
Doesn't look like you have to roll that for the normal harvesting, so remember that for the exotic. Currently, the closest thing we have...
Is that just gathering then? You have to roll d100 like on a plant or something?
No, I think you do for exotic, but not for...
I thought we've done it for
optional
everything.
specific harvesting or something. Yes, so now if you could roll... Remember 66.
I've got it written down.
Cool, and then roll your actual harvesting check.
So because I'm proficient with the herbalism kit, do I add proficiency to this?
Yep.
Cool. And is it nature or survival?
I would say, in this case, nature.
That's gonna be a 11.
You get some tentacles.
You struggle at first to get through the hide, like this thing's, it's got plates on it, like a carapace in areas, and then really rubbery, tough material, but you manage to cut through, and you get into its skull, or what would be like this soft kind of pocket, this
I want its brain.
yeah, you retrieve some of this
Brain juice.
This called a dweller kraken, and you take some of its grey matter.
Bless you.
And it is...
Oh, sorry.
Bless you. So you've got Dweller Kraken Grey Matter is the item. It can be used as two uncommon reactive. Or it's also an ingredient you could sell. And then for the exotic harvesting...
Yeah, I got a 66.
Okay. Check the CR of this thing quick. Damn.
If we killed a kraken at level 6, how screwed we were when we get to like level 20.
A bigger kraken. Maybe that was a baby. One big kraken.
A kraken.
10
Okay,
krakens.
66, right, Mike?
Yes.
Little
Okay, so now if you could roll your harvesting check for the exotic harvesting.
That'd be better.
20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
For a 31.
Very
You get
nice.
all of the creature.
This is the best it's ever gone.
That's the first 30 plus.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not 30, sorry. 27. I
That's
think
fine.
Still pretty good.
double proficiency for some reason.
So, for this exotic harvesting, you retrieve other ingredients from this thing, a vial of its blood, which has a strange consistency. It was very viscous.
Pre-vial for some reason.
It's very viscous, but it's split with a purple oil. So it's this blue blood, and it's kind of been split with this strange purple oil, and it counts as a rare reactive reagent.
Ooh.
Very nice. Okay, while Eugene is cutting up the Kraken,
Making notes.
what is everyone else doing? Oh, and you guys were smashing up the archway.
Can I grab the shards?
Sure. So the ones where Fenriv was. So you move over to this busted up set of copper pipes, and
I give the pipes a kick for good measure.
I would say roll an investigation check to see if you can find all of them.
Do you say it was a rare reactive? Thanks.
19.
You find 7 coil shards.
Yay.
Small ones. They are the same value as the ones that you found previously.
So 200, isn't it?
I believe so. Let me just check. Yes, 200 gold each. Very nice.
100 gold each.
200 gold per shard.
Just 1,400 gold.
For the shards.
The shards are worth a lot. Yeah, we just keep them because
realised.
they can also be used to bring people back to life. And
Okay.
do other spells, like the birds.
So you guys are occupied. Moxie and Sentinel, what are you getting up to?
Do you want to go?
Can I
Answer
loot?
questions?
First of all, can I tell the Touch Lotus that the little guard guy is in a grave? He's well, I wouldn't say it was like he's upstairs. He's knocked out and loosely tied up, but
With strawberry laces.
With strawberry laces, it's very easy for him to get out.
He's got a snack.
But we not only knocked him out. If you want him.
Yeah, hands like they're still very quiet, there's absolutely a sense of shock about them, and she nods and she moves over to the other two and mentions it, and they make their way up on the elevator, and she's sort of tending to Grey, but you can tell they don't really know what to do with him.
And can I loot Crissaphaene?
Okay.
I'm going towards Crissaphaene, so you can have the help action.
Oh,
Both you guys are looting Crissaphaene.
is it investigation?
Yes.
Do you want to do it? This isn't your investigation like binoculars.
Yeah, plus 8.
Yeah, do you want to just do it with advantage?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Because I have a
Sure.
plus 8. I mean, I'd rather get stuff than...
18, 26.
26
But I'm
for
taking
Cressfield.
everything as Moxie gets it, because it's my
Okay.
idea.
26.
26 for Cressfield. Hold up 2 secs. Aura, what did you roll in your investigation looking for the carrots? The carrot? Jesus Christ.
Looking for the
19.
carrots.
A 19.
We're gonna eat tonight.
Okay, while you're doing that, you notice that there is a lot of stuff around his table, because he was right next to that table that
Yeah.
Crissaphaene was working on. There's a lot of stuff around there, so yeah, just thought I'd let you know. And 26 on looting.
I didn't have a hope in hell of getting that high, so...
Dolan. Okay.
As we're, just as we're bashing the gate, I like bits of gold coming off it.
Yeah, sure.
Can I grab me have some gold?
All right, I'll roll for that in a moment.
Roll for gold.
Yeah, it's like it's been it's like melted and poured into the gaps. It's very hard to get off, but you could bash some off eventually. Yeah.
We could just sit here all night and then shatter in the morning.
Well, no, it's all morning, so like we've got a whole day.
The whole day?
It's what? It took us an hour to get the barrels.
Yeah,
it's like
probably
it's
around-
like
Make it a secret
half
base.
5. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
half
it's
5.
probably
Maybe
halfway
this is
to
our secret base.
I don't want a fucking blood covered.
How much web last?
That is a good point. 10 minutes, I think. But
Okay, it's probably been about
Can we
5.
grab the rope and like tie it to tentacles and just like try to pull it out?
Okay, as you
1 hour.
well,
We're good. We're good.
That's okay.
I was gonna say
I'll
this
do it.
thing's fucking heavy.
But we've got a big rope.
Yeah. So Crissaphaene's body is a kind of ghoulish evidence of his true age. He's like a mess of brass implants that extend deep into organs, some replace them entirely. His skin is covered in old, faint concentric circles, like those that you've seen on the Kraken and some other creatures that have come from the burrowings. On him you find a number of things. You find an amulet around his neck, which makes a very faint whirring sound and ticking sound. On his right hand is a ring that looks like it's been made out of some kind of shale. It's very dark. And you also find... Oh no, the book is already in Aura's possession.
Yep.
So the book has already been
Do we
taken
get any
from
counter
him.
spell baubles?
We can only use one of them, so we do. He does have a second.
Yeah, so the Arbitel is with Aura. And so those are the things that you find. You find the amulet and the ring.
Can I go and ask? Can you identify some things, please?
I just look up and I'll just finish my notes and I'll
Oh yeah, once you've had a minute.
Okay.
Can I go and have a look at the table?
just see me pouring
Okay,
blood
so-
into a vial.
And look through the table.
Yeah, or
Have
this
a chat with it, maybe?
This book is pretty big, by the way. So it's like a big old long.
No, I'm going to have a look at the table.
Go to the
The
table.
table's pretty big.
Yeah. Put it in my pocket.
Roll. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I'm just looking to see if there's anything of value and any notes that try and interpret what he was trying to... If there was a specific place he was trying to reach, or if he did reach that, or like it was us breaking the archway that it just cycled through a random series of places and a kraken popped out.
On a similar vein, can I have the book so I can translate from any language?
Yeah.
Okay.
What language is the book in as well?
Yeah, that's
Just
okay.
Let's do the table quick because I've got that up. Roll investigation check for the surrounding area of the table.
That's only a 9.
Okay.
Man.
Depending on when you did it, that would have been my next thing to help if you want.
Yeah, if we're going to be here for a while.
Then you're going to have. Okay, yeah, go on then. That's fine.
21.
That's better.
Yeah.
You find under the table. It's like a litter of. It's been destroyed and messed by the fight. The ingredients that were once potentially ordered are just scattered. There's blood sprayed on there from the kraken. But underneath the table, among stacks of blank papers and also sodden in blood, you find a very small trapdoor. Like a tiny little one that's been carved into the ground.
We should check for traps on this one.
I can't check for traps, but I can. Is it locked?
It appears like it's locked. There is a keyhole in it, and on a sort of nudge, it doesn't move. So,
Can you use investigations? What you use to check for traps, right?
Yes.
I'll help you.
Yeah, I can have a look, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey Hans, is there a key for this?
I can also.
she looks over. This is Dolan's possessions.
I can lockpick it. We're all good.
Can I said like in this time, could I have done a detect magic ritual cast? Yeah.
I would say we've been around. We've probably been 5 minutes. So maybe another 5 minutes, and you will have.
Yeah.
If you after like 5 minutes from this point, I would say so.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you focus on that while these guys are looking at the trapdoor.
Okay. Can anyone else do? Well, I guess I'll do it with plus
if
2.
you want to wait 5 minutes and then game, and then,
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I see any magical traps on the thing?
Yeah. So after 10 minutes, I'm just figuring out. You're going to be waiting by Aura. What, are you guys just wailing on the arch still?
Yeah, we're
for another
waiting
10
to
minutes?
tell us how much gold we
trying
can
to get the
get.
gold off.
Okay, we'll do that after this then, because that'll be 10 minutes.
It's no rush.
So you ritual cast Detect Magic. You don't see there's no sign of magic on the trapdoor, but there is magic emanating from both items that you pulled off of Dolan, which would be...
Well, we're gonna try and work
pardon
out that later on.
You will find out soon. The clock. They both have a strong aura of enchantment. And
the school in particular.
that is just the school. That is the school.
Oh shit! Yeah, of course.
The enchantment school.
Enchantment. And yeah, there's nothing emanating from the trapdoor itself. Those two smashing the archway. You can give me, I would say, athletics checks, please.
Oh my God.
Whilst we're doing that, there wasn't a key on Dolan.
He didn't find the key.
Is it in the amulet?
Yeah.
Well, we've not. Well, this is it. Because we need to investigate what that is as well.
Yeah.
What check was that?
Athletics, both of you. You're also wailing. Are you trying to get gold from the archway?
Yeah, sorry.
Athletics check then, please.
Athletics.
12.
Okay.
That is a 16. 16.
Okay. Yep, you both managed to carve out like a lump each from the archway, worth approximately 100 gold. Nice.
Ooh.
Very nice. Okay. Where are we? What are you guys doing with the trapdoor
So
then?
do you want to investigate it?
Yeah, see if there's any traps on it.
Cool. Yeah, investigate. 22, I think. Is that 14? Yeah, 22 investigation.
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
Cool.
Where there's a hole in it does it look like there's a hole for a key? Does it look like the amulet or the ring?
Yeah. No, it just looks like a narrow keyhole.
Okay, can I use my thieves' tools and help from Zeal?
You can
What
indeed.
is it?
That is advantage, so it'd be sleight of hand check.
Plus my proficiency, because I'm proficient.
You're
with thieves'
proficient,
tools. So it's a +5. So right, 18.
After it takes a while, it's a tough lock, and you're like, fucking hell. And after a moment, it clicks open. You met the DC, and within is a notebook, and
It's not like a diary, is it?
Fucking love
It is-
reading.
it is called the Warren Walker's Notebook, and it looks like. It is not in the hand of someone like Dolans. I think you've seen some of his writing, I believe, or maybe not. But it's in a very nice flowing hand, and it says that it gives you information on certain explored burrowings. It says that there's a very random nature to them, and they stipulate that they can only cast certain spells to access them where thinnings in the walls of the entanglement are located. They also talk about, from a Lotus's perspective, that location doesn't seem to be important to them. They just seem to want to scattergun as many of these burrowings as they can, just to explore the place. It does give you a perspective that there are thousands of these burrowings, and between worlds linking them. And
Sorry, did you say from a Lotus's perspective?
from the Touch Lotus perspective, yeah.
The Touch Lotus has only been around for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, this doesn't look that old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is more like it's potentially a diary of one of theirs or someone that is working with them, and you're not sure why it's been locked away. It does give you the ingredients to a certain potion, which to your untrained alchemist eye looks like it's some kind of resistance potion, potentially.
To Eugene.
And it kind of gives you this bottom line. It's almost like it reads like a guide to new members of the Lotus Guild, which is the burrowings of these back doors of the entanglement. They are dungeons that link worlds, and if survived, they will take you to a world beyond your own.
When I'm done, when Eugene's done, I take the ring, the amulet, and the book, and I go, first of all, I have a gift. And it's the
I like reading.
one you love reading, but also it's potions.
Ooh.
Potion ingredients. And then also when you have time, here's some stuff for you to do. Thanks.
So it doesn't take you long to know what the potion is. It's basically, I've actually been really good. Loads of stuff is on D&D Beyond, but this isn't. So this is effectively, it is a kind of resistance potion.
Will you put it on D&D Beyond?
I will.
Okay, cool.
Along with what you need in terms of reagents and stuff. What it effectively does is it gives you a resistance to something that they call the flux storms that seem to blow through the burrowings. And it does talk about how it scars people and scars things within there, and it can be very deadly.
We kind of knew that already.
Yeah, that's what the potion. I'll put that on, unless you want to make it right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Since I imagine we'll be down here for a while, I'm going to use my mage hand, pick up the stuff I'm going to identify, but I'm going to identify where the mech thing fail, because after that I want to then look at the mech and see if I can get any cool parts.
Smart.
But I'll identify
Explore
first.
different parts.
Okay, so what are you identifying first?
Do the amulet first.
Amulet. Okay.
So I put my goggles on, smear some green sugar on one lens, and it's sort of like a greenish sort of tinge emits onto the amulet. And I place the amulet onto the book, and I scribe around, and yeah.
Very nice.
What do I do?
This is Chrysophane's clockwork amulet, and it is a wondrous item. And basically what it does is someone that wears it, it doesn't need to be attuned, but someone who wears it, when you make an attack roll wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling a d20 to make an automatic 10 on the die, and you can use that once per day.
Damn. Pick it up, Eugene. Take it.
And that is the amulet.
Cool. And yeah, the ring.
The ring is a more complex item. It is what you identify as a ring of memory engraving, but this one's been altered and it's been well used. It holds a memory that's been invested into it, and it can be recalled at will. So
do I need to, not me, but does anyone need to attune to it?
You would need to attune to it if you wish to place a memory into it, but it can be.
But
it
if
can
we
be
want to play the memory.
No, you just have to focus on it for a minute.
Can I do that?
Okay, you'd have to put the ring on.
Yeah.
Are you happy to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just like loves touching things. He does absolutely just go.
Wasn't cursed, was it, when he identified it? Didn't find that.
That does not detect curses identified.
Yeah, Eugene's just like, no, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to be sat with Eugene while he was identifying anyway.
So,
I tell everyone about the clockwork amulet.
So you place the ring on.
Yes.
And you're like,
Well,
focusing on
Eugene.
it, like, yeah, and then it explodes. You are kind of focusing on it, and it's like you have this moment in alchemy where you're testing stuff and you take a sip or you smell to see if there's an effect. And there's always a period of a latency where you're like, is it going to work? I don't think it's working. And you're like, no, this isn't, I'm not doing this right. And then you are overwhelmed by a memory. And you see 5 people in robes standing in a half circle around the archway. Only one other person is clear in this memory. The rest of their faces are blurred. But each of the people around wear these brass circlets, and they bear these pearl-like stones. And on closer inspection, and you seem to take on some of the knowledge of the person who had this memory. You know that they are beads within which a coil shard has been set. And the one other face that is clear is familiar to you. They have blue eye makeup, quite effeminate features, but a strong jaw, pointed nose, and their skin is grey with ripples of black and navy. These pigments that seem to wash over their face like oil in water. And you and Zephyr stand before a familiar archway, but the cave around you is smaller, far less excavated than you know it to be. But the archway is whole as well. The opal fossils and symbols in the blocks are clean and clear, except that there is dark blood running from the symbols and from each of the tear ducts of the 5 people. You place yellow bones into a floating brazier before you, and across from it, Zephyr smiles back at you, the arbitel in his hands, looks to the archway. And the book, the arbitel of the Borrowed Worlds, looks much fresher, much cleaner, much newer. And Zephyr looks at you over this book. It is here. And the aurora light spills from the archway, and within is a cavern of stalactites and stalagmites. They stand in nonsensical directions, like gravity is strange. And then you step through, along with the rest of the group. Time passes as you walk. The clean grey and speckled walls, they turn dark, like greenish obsidian. And there's a slick almost melted nature to the walls. It's uncomfortable. It looks unnatural. And it narrows to only about 20 feet at its widest. Pustules of silicon glass like bubbles pock the walls. Dolan places a hand on one of the other hooded figures. You do. Their face is blurred, but they are trembling and they're terrified of something. And Dolan looks to Zathir and asks, "Brother, are you certain that this is correct?" And Zathir's voice echoes through this place. "The tunnel, the caustic one, tunneled this. What astounding power to carve burrowings anew. This means we are close." And Zathir stoops low as he steps through a narrow opening. And you follow. And you help the other people through behind. And as you step through last, you see this great cave open out and into a more natural stone. This an absolutely dizzying height of this cave. And you watch Zathir, who's walked on ahead into this massive cavern, and one in every 2 steps clunks with the metal of what you know to be a disquisition. Ahead of him is the great asymmetrical opening that's been melted into a doorway, hundreds of feet high. The molten and blistered rock has carved through a circular plate that once was at the center of this door. And it looks like a weaving of silver lines of vines, but now it sloughs inwards, revealing behind it a tower, and above that tower stretches an eternal void. And you feel the shock in Dolan, in this memory. What? Broken by force, by sheer... And Zathir turns to the group of you, a grin revealing teeth too white. And he raises a hand, sleeve slipping down his metal arm, revealing the filigreed metal. And over that metal is strange waveforms of engravings. It is ours. It is deliverance. And he smiles, and a pinprick of light shoots from his hand into the man beside Dolan. It impacts with a sonorous thud that deafens you and liquefies the man's head. You feel an echo of Dolan's shock as he begins running, the memory jarring and broken. The fight is brutal, and you look down, the arbitel in your hands. You don't remember taking it from Zathir, but you're running through these tunnels. And Zathir appears through ribbons of light and reappears to thrust his metal arm through someone next to you. Purple pinpricks of light shoot past you into the wall, hitting your shoulder, rubble raining down, shattering your arms. And all you remember is running and running, and at one point you pulled out a device like a lighter, and sparks leap from it as you appear next to the archway. You throw yourself through, you peer back, scrambling with the arbitel, flicking through it. You cast a spell, the archway falls into darkness. You're alone. And the memory ends.
Cool.
Take her out. Does anyone else want to go? That was
Oh my god.
very revealing.
Is Eugene cursed?
You still wearing it?
in tongues.
Yeah, we didn't understand that. It was just...
Okay.
Yeah, I take the ring off.
That answers one of the questions.
I did, yeah.
And I relay everything I saw.
Okay.
Total.
What are you doing? Sorry, that was longer than I remember
I'm
writing.
going to start, can I just flick through the book and see what's...
Sentinel, were you with him? Because I know you said you wanted to...
Oh, I would go over eventually. I did say I was going to sit with Eugene while I did that. It just depends what language it is, and if you can understand it, then you don't need me.
Okay.
But I would want to read it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for you to be together. There's loads of time. So this appears to be in Basilman Elvish, so just Elvish. If you can read Elvish, then
I'm gonna.
you would have a comprehend. Okay, yeah.
So you're like, oh, fucking hell.
It's a dialect of Elvish, but do you read? What do you?
No,
can
I can't read it.
Do you read?
Do you read?
Can you even read, bro? Yeah, give me 10 minutes and then we'll go to that.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Okay.
So I just have to and wander off.
So can't read. After
Too many words.
10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So after 10 minutes, the words begin forming sense to you, and there's a lot in this book. The information I'll sort of summarize. It talks about seals, about old magic, and it talks about them having two fundamentals. What?
Seals.
Oh, seals. Nice. Those fundamentals being binding and breaking, also known as creation and desolation. These are fueled using the Vol, present in powerful coil stones, and Everrain, which is present in all things, especially in blood of humanoids. It is and I can send you these because it's not long. It is a subset of spellcrafting that uses binding, linking, and breaking into hidden places or binding things away. The burrowings are the source and subject of this type of magic in the Arbitel. They are channels through which Everrain flows, unrefracted between worlds. There are thought to be thousands of burrowings, many of the caves and routes through to the other worlds. There is one spell in this that is clear to you. It is. You can probably read spellcraft, right? Because you've been copying spells into.
I'll be copying spells into my book anyway.
This is a spell called Reveal Burrowing. It is. I won't read the entire thing because there's a few rules, but the way that it's described is you craft a seal and you break it. It's like collecting the materials for a bridge, building it, and then it crumbles after you cross. So it has to be cast at an existing physical gate or an area of thinning in the walls. It can only be cast once per week in that same thinning location. That's effectively twice, and it does stay here. Whoever takes it will be able to read this. It means that you can cast it once, and then you'd be able to cast it again on that thinning from the other side.
To get back.
Yeah, but you can't do it more than
From
that.
the same side.
Yes, in a week. I'm trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning, but
What was it called?
Reveal Burrowing.
What level spell is it?
It is a 4th level spell, Conjuration, and the classes that can use are Artificer, Bard, Sorcerer, and Wizard. And it is, you need 25 gold worth of shaved gold and blood from a dweller from the burrowings.
All blood. Hang on, can I check something,
Milk that
please?
octopus.
Can I just check?
I want to hear that.
First anyway.
Or just get
Is it a ritual?
a barrel and just shove it under a
This one
tentacle.
is crafting time of 10 minutes. Let me check, because this is on D&D Beyond. I need to check.
Because I think because if it's a ritual, then I can take it. If it's not, I can't. Because I
Okay.
can take it. I think that.
I'll have a look on there if it is or not.
Because you're to me.
There are a number of blank pages in this book. Among them is this one spell that's written in Basilman Elvish, in familiar spellwork and symbols. But atop the other blank pages, you find a couple of instances where a header is written in rusty red ink, and it is also in Basilman Elvish, and it says, "Commit to the Arbitel your blood and unlock the true powers."
Is he the arbiter?
No, the book's the Arbitel.
The books.
Good old blood book.
The blood book. Yes, so that is that.
What commits to the Opal your blood and get its true power?
Unlock the true powers of the Arbitel.
I'll drop some blood on that.
So that's what he's collecting blood for.
Yeah. So this is not. Oh, so just to be clear, because I've got Book of Ancient Secrets, you can now inscribe magical rituals into your book. Choose any two first level spells that have the ritual tag from any class's spell list, and then it doesn't specify after that if I can take them from any other class's spell list. So if it's a ritual, could I learn it?
I think is that what it's saying, that if it's got a ritual
This is
tag?
just that's for the initial two, but it's like you can add other ritual spells. It doesn't specify after that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I wrote this as a ritual. We'll check after, but I don't think that. I think it'd be weird if you could only add warlock rituals after you've added those first two. I think that'd be odd.
Well, you can change it when you level anyway, can't you? You can switch your spells. Is that a thing? Did I make that up?
But I wouldn't be able. I can't take this anyway if it's not a warlock spell.
Oh, okay.
That's what the problem is.
Sorcery, you can change the spell at a level.
I can change my spells at any level, but if it's a warlock spell, if it's not a warlock spell, I can't take it because I can't take anything.
Yeah,
a
that makes
warlock can't
sense.
cast.
you doing?
Whoa, freaking out. Well, we can't use this gate again if we just
Oh.
go through.
Close.
What's this about?
Can I
The walls begin trembling.
I was about to ask
And
if
then
they
they
wanted
fade.
to have a nice Viking burial of their friend.
The
So we
walls
could
begin
set him out
trembling.
into the river.
But then they fade.
We should
Can I
leave.
get out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab a bit of tentacle blood.
Have we
just
got
before we
blood
go.
from the... Yeah.
There's
I'm
not
just going
like...
to grab some extra blood.
Do you want to ask Crissaphaene any questions?
Oh,
Should
right,
we just
yeah,
take the
we
body
don't-
parts a little and then shove him in a grave up there?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yes, please, because
Yeah.
you've got to ask about the clockwork man then.
How big is the mech's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have investigated
It's
that
huge.
either.
Can I take an arm or a leg or something?
You
Get
could
to
start
this later.
unbolting stuff. It'd probably take, I would say, 10 minutes to take an arm apart.
Was there a call?
I was doing comprehend languages, so in that time
So then
you
that
could
10
have done
minutes,
that.
yeah, you could have. Yeah.
I will help.
Was there a coil in it? In the?
You saw him place something in its neck.
Can I go look?
Sure. So the three of you together initially roll an investigation check to see if the coil stone. Are you guys doing that as well, or?
I'm gonna guide myself.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I did say more the leg or the arm, so.
Yeah.
But you, I suppose you could do both.
I'll just help. I'll help you. And are you investigating or?
Yeah, I guess mine would be investigation. Yours
Sure.
is investigation.
You're investigating the neck.
Am I allowed to do both? I don't want to
Yeah.
sort of milk it. Too
So you
much,
want to investigate for the core stone and then try and get a
Yeah.
piece off of it? Yeah, it's fine. So roll
Yeah,
for
so you can roll with advantage.
Oh, thank fuck.
Oh yeah, because it would have been
I was
10
gonna-
minutes to cast, and then I've got to read a book. So
Yeah, 16.
Okay. You find deep in the neck that's been placed into a fitting. There is a coil stone.
A stone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can I take it?
You can roll.
Do you need help over
Sleight of
there?
hand. It would be
Oh,
you've got to
sleight
try
of
and get your hand
hand.
in and then try and remove the stone.
Who's sneaking? Do you have a good sleight of hand?
I don't have
Four.
great.
I've got plus
You've
two.
got better sleight of hand than me.
Moxie. Come help.
Yeah.
Help us.
Okie dokie.
You've got small dainty hands, right?
Yeah, my girlish hands.
Do you want to roll twice?
What advantage? Yeah.
Moxie, can you just get in? I'll give
Get
you
in there.
guidance as well.
Yeah. I can.
Look, just that.
I'll try.
See it?
Can you see it?
Okay, I'll try.
I think it looks
And
weak.
while
If you want,
they're-
I'll try and hit something in that time so you can cast silvery barbs and give yourself
Hit me.
advantage.
Hit me.
While they're doing that, you can roll. What would it be? It would be harvesting as well, actually. So roll a d100.
I guess so, yeah.
16 to 20. Natural. 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Takes a couple of minutes. Even your slender arm, you're trying to. It's a very awkward area. You get the feeling that when he placed it in, things locked into place to hold this stone there. You get your hand round. You grab this coil stone that's probably a couple of inches, and you pull it loose. And you guys between you, whoever you want to give this to, this is a coil stone worth 1,000 gold.
Ooh!
Spicy.
We're gonna eat well tonight.
Shall I take it?
Do you take coil stone
Or do you want
in your
to
establishment?
do you want to
Okay,
in
so
the house?
We can put
Pizza
some
with
stuff.
Bitcoin.
I don't think I've gone today. I can go in and I can take the ring and some of the books
Okay,
and stuff.
you take it. Bequeathed.
I'm bequeathed.
We
right.
hand it
If
over like
always helping
this,
me.
like
I drop it.
It's just to check what's in there,
Yes. He wouldn't be able to help with the D100, but he would
right? Cool.
be able to
I
with
got
the
7.
7. Okay. That's fine.
Oh, okay. I assume that would be
Only in the really lame places, the low things.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Would this be nature? Because it's not.
No,
It's
I would.
not.
I would do a tinkering check probably. You got Tinker's tools, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tinkering.
And you are, I think, you're proficient in Tinker's tools. So yeah. That is sleight of hand, is it, or
Yeah,
check?
I guess
Yeah.
so. So should I just do my dex plus proficiency
Wait,
then?
Yeah.
13.
Yes, just. You find a collection of esoteric parts.
I was on Spotify.
So excited.
DB Hunter.
They're basically worth double the fancy parts. So you can.
Oh man, these
so you
fancy
can either
parts are
sell
crap,
them.
but just throw them on the floor.
You can
Did you
either
say 2 of them?
You find a couple, 2. You can either use them as 2 times worth of fancy parts when you're constructing something, or you can sell them for twice as much.
Nice.
If Eugene's collecting parts, do you want these as well. They might be more use to you than me.
What is it?
It's fancy parts worth 160 gold.
Where did you get those from?
They removed the gold.
What gold?
The gold that they stole.
So you stole this?
No, I recovered it.
Bad story.
Amaya loading
Everybody out. Go!
Before you put this down, I said Amaya is starting to load stuff onto the lift. I started to say that before
That's fine.
that
You
went
had 10
down.
minutes. I would say that the stuff is on the lift.
Like dead bodies,
So,
Touch Lotus.
you guys, that's
I'll drag
fine.
Dolan's corpse out.
You have just under 2 minutes from this big timer to escape.
So do we just have to be on the lift in 2 minutes?
The room-
basically?
the
Or do
lift
we have to get
takes-
out
Just
after?
go.
The lift takes 2 minutes to elevate
But
through.
we know where, was it Hans or I broke it to make it go faster.
Then go.
Go, drag Dolan's body onto the lift.
Because he broke it and it started shooting up when we
That's
did it
right,
last
yeah.
time. That's what we'll get at. I'm gonna use my fly thing and I'm just gonna
Okay, Sentinel's gone.
bite.
So your fly speed 60? Is it 60? No.
Well, if it's a 30 fly speed, so if
yeah.
double dash.
So so within a couple of seconds, Sentinel was already up the elevator shaft.
Okay.
Bye!
This is for... No, wait, can I even do this?
Stalactites.
I can.
Falling
Okay,
from
this
the
is
ceiling.
so stupid. Everyone get on the lift.
Okay.
Amaya's already there to me.
And I will gust of wind the lift.
And the Touch Lotus on the left, are they all on the
Yeah,
left?
they're going to
Yeah.
make their way over as well. Then the straw bones to leave. You put the body in
I've loaded dead bodies on and
Yeah.
I'm ushering them on.
They're leaving
I'm
Dolan.
gonna stab you this time,
There's
Hans.
space for
I'll
F
just-
above as well.
I will just
I will leave them behind.
I get the barrel,
I thought you were gonna say I stay with them.
I stay with
Cabin goes down the ship.
Get on the lift!
with my
Go.
backpack.
Right, guys, we literally don't have much time.
Go!
Like,
With my
genuinely.
With
No,
my
we're
back-
on the lift.
With my backpack, could I just all the ingredients that were over by the table? Can I just with an arm?
Yeah, just go.
Pile them into the bag.
What was that? In what?
On the
All the-
table,
like the
all of that
ingredients
stuff.
first.
Oh my God, guys.
Take everything.
I'm on the left.
Yeah, I'm on the left.
I've gone.
I'm on the
Persephone
lift.
is flown over to the
Roll a
left.
sleight of hand.
Fucking hell, we do not have time. We have like 10
He would
seconds.
have done this at the start.
Yeah.
This is-
before.
You scoop everything into your bag.
Right, okay. Freya, I've tied a rope around your waist.
Everyone get on the lift.
Yes.
I
ages
gust
ago.
of wind up.
Wait, as in you're off the lift.
I'm under the lift.
Okay.
So I'm holding the rope, and Freya is attached to the rope underneath, and I am holding.
That is not how physics works.
Why?
I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds back because that is.
But just why?
When
Why?
everyone's on the lift, I smash it where it got
Yeah,
smacked
no,
before
just
to make it
do
go
the
faster.
emergency.
This is the most anticlimactic time ever.
I'm sorry, but you can't. Right.
Why?
You don't just do the emergency up.
Emergency up. Go,
Yeah,
go.
So everyone's on the lift.
Everyone's on the
I'm
lift.
already
And
out
I
of time.
smash the thing where the other
Roll an
person
attack.
smashed it.
Quickly,
Can I have advantage on it? 'Cause
quickly.
it's not
No,
my
he would have done this at the start. He would have done this at the
If
start.
they, wait, don't tell me what you've rolled.
Okay.
If this misses,
If you're gonna talk shit.
no, that's it. It's over. Yeah.
We're dead.
If this misses, then
You're all.
If this misses,
you
we're
guys are
screwed.
going to have to find the cave will start falling around you, and you'll have to try and find a different way,
Right.
or just like hold the hope that you can make it. Sentinel's already up, so you're I guess waiting at the top.
You're like, why?
I'm smoking up like Jesus.
Okay,
24.
that hits.
I'm
So you bring your sword down on the mechanism. The ring of brass as it shatters and the counterweight falls, and you guys you almost get squashed into the floor as it soars up. And within 20 seconds, it
Do we hit Sentinel?
crunches into
I'm waiting out the
into
front
the
just
top.
with a cigarette like that was the worst.
And you feel the rumbling in the
Are
floor.
you Sam Hannah?
No, I'm on the lift. I'm not doing that.
So you wait, just so you're like hanging on. Go.
And what was the reason again? What was like the justification?
Is that what you saw?
I thought you
Yeah.
said that the lift was broken and it wouldn't go up. So I was
Oh, I
like,
see.
okay, I'll just blow
Oh, I
it
see.
up.
Okay.
I thought
Make
you were
it
going to be
move,
on it
start
and
it
then,
moving.
like pointing down like a jet. And then you're like, no, I'm hanging off it. Wait.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah.
If you were attached to the
I was
lift
just thinking of the other
and pushing
direction.
down, that would have
Yeah,
worked.
I wish the
it's
crystal
funny.
maze theme tune was open source, so we could just put that on that bit.
This is heavy.
That's Thieves.
That is heavy.
Do you not remember when we've had this used on us before?
And we panicked in an equal amount.
Yep.
It's so heavy.
Well, you don't need to do the skill challenge, so that's good.
It's a skill challenge.
When there's a skill challenge, just break the mechanism and go.
Well, if you'd failed it, then yeah, you'd have to.
Did we actually say for listeners it's an egg timer?
There's a big old egg timer.
Yeah.
Go to our social media, guys. See it there in like 2 weeks.
See
when
the
I
egg
actually remember
timer in
to
all
post
its glory.
There's dragons on it. I said they're not dragons because dragons don't exist in this world.
That's bullshit.
I've never said that.
You said we don't know.
You
What
don't.
is this? Just Dungeons and.
Play Dungeons and
Dungeons and Dragons.
D&K.
You guys are up. It is you're outside the burned out building,
Mimosas.
the graveyard. The sun is melting away some of the fog that always fills this graveyard whenever you're here. Anyway, and you feel the rumbling beneath your feet.
I'm gonna keep
and the
moving.
crashing, but it's far down.
Oh, get out the lift. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I assumed you don't know stand there.
We're just dragging bodies down the street now.
What are you guys doing?
Right.
It's probably around
We could drag it to the shack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably best. We don't
Well,
want
not
to
right.
for a city.
Yeah.
But is the shack going to fall into this sinkhole?
No.
No, we've decided not.
No. Don't give him ideas.
What are you dragging to the shack?
Crissaphaene.
Crissaphaene's body.
Yeah, you pull him into the building, the burned out one.
Should I dig an unlock grave?
It's quite hollow. The walls have been torn out. This is where you fought a few of those creatures with other concentric circles on their bodies. Those like goat-like things.
I mean, the kid is gone, so you could just put him in that grave.
Yeah, did they get the kid out?
Yeah, the kid's not there. You can see them. They're actually up here already, weren't they? So, well, two of them were. So,
Did you eat the strawberry laces?
Is he awake yet?
he looked. No, he's not.
Oh.
Yeah, he's out for an hour.
Yeah, he's out for a while. I rolled a d4.
I can bring him back if you want.
Nah.
They've just got him
He'll
there.
wake up.
He's in the recovery position.
Can I just place a jelly bean in his pocket?
Yes. You place a jelly bean in his pocket like some kind of elf, like some kind of little Christmas elf.
So it's one of the funny ones. So when he does have it, he'll have to
Diarrhea. Right.
No, so take a card. You might be attacked by loads of cats.
So just like you're calling.
Do you want to pick a card?
Oh my god.
Yeah, can we just to see
Yeah.
what will happen when
Alright.
he wakes up? And if we see him running through the streets later that day.
Do you want me to tell you what it does?
Yeah, go on then. Because we're not going to be there when he has it.
They get hot and cold sensations. Their mouth will be on fire as they're eating chilies, but their breath will condense like thick fog when they exhale.
Oh my god.
That's horrendous.
It's really unpleasant. That guy's gonna die.
Okay.
He'll wish we had killed him.
What are you guys doing? It
this
is
was gonna be
around
strawberry.
6:30 in the morning right now. It is. It's warming up slowly. The sun's peeking above the sea walls. You're deep in Skur Street down one of the canals.
Drinking contest?
Do you want to talk to Crissaphaene?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can't exactly take him back to the.
No.
Oh my god.
We're all dying.
Oh my god.
Going into the pub and being like, who's up around 2 and everyone's just unconscious on the table.
Yep,
It's like, it's
they
7
will
in the morning.
be.
Yeah, so we
Right.
go to that shack, right?
Crissaphaene
Yeah.
time.
Yep, so you're in the burned out house with the steeple inside. Yeah, walls have been ripped out. It's a bare open space, just floorboards, patchy. Smells a bit moist and damp and
Perfect place to talk to a dead body.
Are there any crates or barrels?
I'm going to put
no, you've
Crissaphaene
removed
on
all
the
of
floor.
them. There's no more left in the city.
There's no more wood anywhere.
Okay.
All right.
With Crissaphaene, being a lich and everything, is this wise? What happens if you speak to someone undead?
Well,
He wasn't.
He's not undead.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, if he was undead, I'd have. They would like me more of my mask, probably. Actually, so
Oh.
might have more luck if he is undead.
Could you reanimate him and just like do it in a pair?
Not today.
Keep him as a pet.
Right. So yeah, put on the mask. Do we want? I can disguise myself as someone, but I don't know how
Nah, we'll just give it a go as this.
Scared as this thing.
Because I don't think he'd answered Sathir's questions. I think he's too afraid of Sathir.
But what if you're trying to explode his head?
He knows he's dead,
He knows
right?
he's dead.
So Dolan, when you use speak with dead, they know they're dead, right?
Yeah, they know. They have. Read it out again. So there's a specific thing.
Just let him know that we're against Sathir.
Yeah. You grant the corpse.
I'm pretty sure they'll know you because they know what they knew when they died.
Yeah. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
But it will recognise Sathir as an enemy as well, we're assuming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And some of these questions, I don't think he's necessarily going to tell, Fenriv if Delicious is daughter.
Yeah. Right,
Keep it a pun.
Yes,
Are you going to disguise? Are you guys disguising as anyone?
No, unless you want to disguise as the mother.
Oh, that's a shout. There you go.
It's going in there, but
Yes.
Do it.
Do that.
Yeah, okay, disguise myself as mother.
Iridia Lamore.
Yeah.
Can I use the potion that I make, because I have a potion of water self, can I change into the sun?
Of Mordor as Mordor.
Yeah, just to make it more believable.
You'll be a short Mordirin because you can only change your feet for your height by 1.5 feet or something.
Unless I'm further away, so perspective.
Okay, yeah, you're a minute perfectly proportioned, but a minute.
We spend half an hour perfectly proportioned.
Why is he so far away?
Further back a bit more.
Small, far away.
No, he needs to be closer.
He needs to be close so that he looks like he's far away.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, so you need to be far away.
You need to Game of Thrones, not Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings this. Yeah. Have him standing on a table.
Or hybrid it.
Underground, or not,
Yeah, in a
hole.
ditch.
Right, okay, so we've got that sorted, done.
Cool, so I'm using my last spell of the day.
It's fine. Nothing bad's going to happen the rest of the day, right?
I hope not. I know, so.
Well, we'll have a short rest.
While they're all having shenanigans, can we have a short rest?
Yes, if you're going to stay here for an hour.
I mean, almost certainly. Hell yeah, spells back.
Cool.
So they will come back in an hour, but you can have it from So
I'll get some back. Yeah. Cool. Yes, I take on the visage of Larissa, was it?
Iridia.
Iridia, sorry.
She is. I'll remind you guys.
I don't think you've ever seen her, so I would disguise self.
That's a very good point.
I would disguise myself into her so you can copy it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's smart. Because you don't know actually. That's a very good point. So the way that Iridia looks is,
She old.
she is very old.
She hot. No, she's not. I think you specifically told me she wasn't hot.
She has what is like a small top hat. She's a very old, absolutely, very leathery skin. She looks like she's been smoking several packs a day for the last 40 years. She is wearing a very, very tight collar. She has a big brooch here. She holds a little jade cigarette holder. I can't remember the name of it.
It's a cigarette holder. I need to ask. This is from Mine and Will's amusement. What colour's her collar? Like the chokery thing that she has.
Colour of a collar.
I think it was like a what are they called? The China ones that are like cameos but larger.
That's fine. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
That's not important. Fine, move on.
She's got a jade cigarette holder. Voice like gravel being poured out of a jug.
Beautiful description.
Oh god, this next question is going to be a weird one.
Are you the father?
So you cast.
Are you the father of my child?
Yeah, please, can we ask that?
Let's go.
I just waved. Oh.
So you put on the
No,
mask.
the daughter
You put on.
that we've not met.
So you put on the mask of the echoing soul, and you see the threads of Dolan's life in his body, very frayed and warped, but they're there.
Dolan Crissaphaene.
Hang on as well.
My love.
He's the best I've ever had.
Why do you sound like that tiny pig in Shrek 3?
Shrek 4. There's a 4? My reference.
Do the roar.
Oh yeah, that little shit.
Yeah. Tell me, do you know anything about clockwork men?
My love.
Crissaphaene, my sweet. Tell us precious our love.
Roll a performance check with
I was
advantage.
gonna say give her advantage.
Oh yeah, baby.
18 plus 2, so dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
You hear like the air rushing into his dead lungs.
I just stood in back on my tiptoes.
You hear some of it hissing out, escaping through some of the holes from his many augmentations. Iridia.
Yes,
darling.
oh, sweet.
Why do you talk of savoir vivre?
What do you talk of what?
Say that I spell that, please.
Isn't that cheese?
Why do you talk of savoir vivre?
Yeah, it's a blue, isn't it?
SAVOIR VIVRE
Was it V-I-R-E?
V.
Milk.
RE. It has long had a mind of its own.
Okay.
Your question was, do you know anything about clockwork men?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. He says, why do you speak of savoir vivre? It has long had a mind of its own.
Any follow-up questions from Freya about that?
I mean, where did it come from?
Where did it go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Who made it? I mean, is it like, was it made by the disciple? Was it made by that guy? Is that guy where all the clockwork stuff comes from?
What's the
I
thing?
assume it's a
Yeah.
word.
Who was it made by?
Who was Savoir Vivre
pigeonhole.
made by?
My sweet. Please tell me. Who made savoir vivre?
What do you sound like? You almost sound like Danny Dyer.
Biggie Spikes.
I did.
Oh.
You know this. He was a mistake and my only dappling into arriving that it was a mistake. Became sentient and something that inhabited the shell of it was sinister. It sought killing. Arriving did something to the coil stones and the normal degradation. Something went wrong. Where the coil stones often pull things in from beings, entities to fill the spaces, like ghosts in a shell. This thing was sinister. It has long been employed by the unanointed, I believe. Why do you ask me these things?
Then I don't have to answer. Right.
Oh, come on, dude.
Kick off Danny.
My precious, my love.
Yeah, a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
The archway under the.
Can you
under
think of a
the
new
city.
pet name every time?
What were your plans for it?
Roll a persuasion check.
Please end this with you for the next time.
Is this still with advantage?
Yes.
Persuasion. 18.
Okay. You see, I mean, he was only dead minutes ago, so alive minutes ago. So his flesh is still very. It's like he hasn't. You can see the emotions in his face. It's not like some of the old ones where they're just bones. You can see there's a confusion in his eyes, and he's. We were to. You and I. We were to live on. It was why we did this. It was why we killed him. You're poor. Poor Belsior.
Fucking hell.
Do you not wish to come anymore?
That's really cute.
1, 2, so that's 3 questions so far.
Is he the
No, that's the last one. That's the last one.
No, I mean both of their
How many
kids.
do you get?
I got 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
One more.
I don't know, does anyone have any questions that they...
I can't think of any.
I mean, not gonna lie, I kind of want to know the kids one.
That's the last one.
That's
We've
the last
got it.
one.
We've got it
That's
penciled.
saved. Yeah, that's saved.
So you got one spare.
There's only one. There's one.
It's in the bank, yeah. I mean, I don't have to use all the questions. I can just... If
I mean,
we
you
can't...
can ask something about sort of, I don't know. I was wondering if there'd be any information on him in the Alchemy Guild, but whether he was ever part of it. But I don't know, it's not that important, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
I mean, I don't know what else we'd ask though. Like, we know we've got enough. Unless
About the
Or
unanointed.
maybe about the table?
the unanointed,
What's
the
your
table.
one,
The other one I was going to consider
Please.
was did he play a part in your kidnapping? But how much sway did he have over Delnori? But it's a hard question to ask from her perspective.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no, fuck, I'm curious, yeah.
Here we go.
Pet name.
Dolan, sweet pea. Do you remember the time we tried to kidnap that Delanta child? What was that all about?
What's that all about?
Roll a persuasion. You're really pressing the boundaries of
It's getting worse.
17.
It's getting worse every
close.
time.
Yeah. Okay. What was the question?
Why does he know anything about why the Lemurians tried to kidnap me?
Okay. I'm going to check this one because I want to get it right.
Oh, he did?
He did know something.
He did know
Maybe,
something.
yeah.
Can you please mention that line I said?
Yeah. Sleep well.
This was one of your husband's ploys to gain leverage. I remember how much pain it caused you. The death of Katerina and oh god, what was his name?
The other guy?
Your uncle.
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
It was a silly attempt of his to gain leverage over Royce, get reinstated. Why do we run through these things? Let's leave.
Soon my pea. Soon my little sweet potato.
I love the Jersey Royal.
And that's your challenge. That's a role model challenge. Go and tell your significant other there you are, your lovely Jersey Royal.
I love my puppet.
A puppet. That's not what you want to be calling it.
Puppet, sweet puppet.
Puppet.
Sweet puppet.
Sweet Pinocchio.
Love you
No
now.
key, Judy.
Are you the father of our children?
I just wait. I get out a beer. And bear in mind, I just checked all to self. I do change height.
Yeah, you can change as
proper
much.
height.
Oh, you can go beyond the.
Alter
It's not-
self is
it's-
fully changed.
Yeah.
Oh, alter, of course.
Because
Yes.
you can add gills, of course you can change your fucking
Oh,
height.
man.
Out of my
Really
bag, just
old
make it
self.
more realistic. I get a beer out my bag.
Because he's an absolute alcoholic.
Start drinking the beer. For realism.
the father of my alcoholic son?
And my daughter that no one else has
Sort of raise
seen.
the bottle and just drink it.
He rolled a persuasion check.
This is going to be worse. It gets steadily worse each time.
I mean, me being there is an advantage.
14.
We've been rolling with advantage.
He says, "Of course not," and then looks around at you, and you can tell at that moment that he's sure something's wrong. But I guess that's it.
That's the last question.
No.
Sleep well. You're the best I've ever had.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. The breath leaves his body.
This whole time,
sigh.
Jax has been in the corner absolutely pissing himself.
Oh. His body goes limp once again.
Okay,
Fuck it.
Weird.
So, brunch.
Who's Belsior? Should I know who Belsior
That's
is?
Mordrin's dad. That's the one they all defected from.
They killed him.
Yep.
Okay. Why did they... We should have asked why they needed to kill him.
it's part of the plan to like
They were
live
gonna run
forever.
away
Yeah,
together.
we're just gonna run away. Yeah.
Well, we're going to confront her about all this shit eventually anyway. We can just ask her.
That's true.
Can we go get some breakfast? I'm real hungry.
I would like a bath.
Yeah. Yes. We're all covered in blood, aren't we?
Oh yeah, like the purple.
I was about to say I'm not, but then I went
cracking
to
blood.
harvest it.
Yeah.
So I probably covered head to tail then.
Head to tail.
Vestigial.
Dragon Ball
You could
Confound.
make a tail if you wanted to with your artifact potion. You make that
I'm so
quip, and
tempted.
everyone's like, "What?" And then we look, and you've got a tail.
Yeah, I
Dragon
have,
Ball Confound.
Do you? Well, you haven't. You need to use another potion to make it.
No,
tail.
all to self. I can give.
You can just change at will for.
Oh no!
have
Oh
added
no!
it
I'm
to
really joking. It was
begin
really
with.
funny if I had a potion.
Another successful defeat of an interdimensional being.
Good
I would
work,
like to
squad.
go have a bath and a long nap. Maybe some lunch.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
I wonder
Bath.
if
6 in the morning.
I wonder if what we've done is interesting enough for the curator.
Who knows? Before we leave, I ask the remaining Touch Lotus, be like, I'm not pressuring you. I just want to check what you want me to do. Do you want me to send Mordrin to come and have a chat with you? Do you want to come and talk to him yourself at the Night Mountain?
Hans kind of steps forward.
Do you have a name?
Hand. Christian Anderson.
I just got that. Oh my god.
Or Gruber.
Yeah. Called me Gruber.
Sounds group. You break it.
Gruber. Hans Gruber. She steps forward, says, "Just call me Hans."
You couldn't be bothered to think of another name, could you?
That's the name.
Fuck off.
Thieves' names.
But I
Sorry,
have a
is
name.
that how do you spell that?
You've got two of them.
So Hands. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
But I
We
had
will-
a name.
We have nicknames too, actually. Oh, I need to...
Oh.
We're gonna not leave we're gonna find refuge in the tomb beneath this building. There is an old fossilized room that we used to use as a base of operations. We'll head down there and we will decide what to do. I will try and convince the others that remaining and seeing how this plays out is our best bet. Being honest with you, I'm not sure how that'll go, but if we are here when you come back or come looking for us, then take that as that we are willing to see. But if we're not here, then you may do what you wish with the place when we're gone. It has been a strange morning. She walks off down into the basement and they follow.
Yeah.
Okay, which pub?
All of them.
That one is the Night Mountain because
Night Mountain.
we need to bath, nap, eat in
And
an order.
And see. What's happened to my voice? Mordrin. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Mordrin lives.
Yeah.
Got to tell him that his mum killed his dad. It's going to be a fun conversation.
Here, have it here.
Okay, you guys make your way across the city. It takes you about 45 minutes to an hour. Walk from Sker Street through to you walk into the Plaza District. By the time you get there, the sun's out, but it's still cool
Sun's out.
in the shade of the sea walls. The smells of the city waking up, the smell of baked goods in places.
And us.
Yeah, cooking smells,
Smelling like
chimney
alien
fires. You make your way into the Plaza District. You find the Night Mountain, the different layers of the building, seemingly added by different landlords. They're all in a different style. You make your way inside, see the barman.
Barbs.
Morning to you too.
Sorry, good morning. We've been up for a while. Do you have baths?
You do.
Thank you. 6 of them, please.
What on earth is that? You're covered in like purple gunk.
You don't want to know.
Just saving the
Wipe your
city.
feet. I mean,
I did. I can't help if it's dripping
oh,
off me.
bloody hell. He walks off, starts organising.
I was about to make a guns reference.
Guns.
Gunge.
Oh, a gun. Gun.
We got guns.
Like 50-50.
Yeah, like
Get your own bag.
We were on a really shit round of get your own
Gunge. It really died off in the early noughties, didn't it?
Probably because it was probably not great.
Oh, yeah.
What's it made of?
Is it just like sick?
Google. It's on enough to Google that later.
Yeah.
Let's assume
Do
the
they
oils
give
just had like
rule?
Loads of, yeah, loads of corn
I bet it's like corn flour and water and
Yeah.
food coloring.
Okay.
He starts making you baths. Yeah.
He's hand carving us.
No, there are three. There are 3 baths, so you can.
Oh, can I ask him? Excuse me. Do these baths come with soap?
Yeah, of course they do.
Oh, well, you say of course. I've been to a place where they don't come with soap. You have to put a deposit on the soap.
I suggest you start staying at nicer establishments then, like this one.
He has
This is a
Oh,
lovely establishment.
Thank you very much.
It's so nice you can
Still
call it an
quite soapy,
establishment.
Well, they're 2 silver a pot, with soap included, towels, works. We can add
robes.
How big's the pot?
it's a bath. It's a tub.
Pot.
It's a tub. Pop.
Pop per
Oh,
person.
I thought you said pot. I thought even I would struggle to get in a pot.
Right. You were saying we could add extra stuff.
Yes, you can add. We've got a certain number of oils we can add.
Oh, yes, please.
There are silver each. You can have as many as you want.
That's fine. Do you have robes? Like fluffy dressing gowns?
No, we've got towels and linen. We're more than happy to provide that.
Yeah, that's great. How much is it total for like the works?
With an oil as well in there. There's a herbal oil. Put 3 silver
3 silver.
So that's 3 silver.
for a nice hot bath.
How much would it cost?
We can do that from the shared.
If I have one of every
Don't
oil.
mind.
Oh, I've done
Just
that
do
as
it.
well,
It's
yeah.
fine.
You want one of every oil?
Yes.
They have 3
Oh,
oils.
so I was really hoping for like 20.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be a
Eugene's
lot.
bath just blows up.
Yeah,
I can add as much as you want though, but
I want a lot of oil.
You want to be slimy.
So there is no
oil.
bath, just oil. Slippery.
I mean, I can add the lot, but they're about 3 gold a pot. So
Yeah, that's
pot.
Jesus Christ.
a pot of oil.
Are we going to be able to grab Eugene by the legs and just like
So you want all
slide him
3
down the
bottles?
corridor?
Okay, that's 9 gold and the price. Tell you what, 9 gold will do.
Throw in the bar.
That was Charlie's genuine response to that on the balcony.
Sorry, we've got no more oil on after that.
We already paid for our oily one.
Mr. Barkeep,
All right, yeah, you guys have won.
Or instead of oil, do you have any ginger or citrus or both?
Or flowers.
Making you a broth.
No, it's not broth.
It's time to soup up.
We've got lavender, some kind of mint leaf one, and there's a clove. The
Mint,
clove's
please.
not nice though.
Mint, please.
Lavender.
Lavender and mint, a drop of each for you.
No, I just want mint.
Yeah, that's what, so a
Lavender
drop
for
of
me.
each. Yeah,
Lavender, please.
and then the okay,
Yeah,
the rest for you.
I would absolutely stink.
disgusting.
Okay, so the barbs. So anyone who's having oil as well, it's 3 gold. 3 silver.
Yeah.
3 gold.
Eugene is 9 gold. And when you walk into the room, they're literally the people who run up are like the towel over their mouth. It's like one of those. It's like one of those fucking steam rooms. Yes, it absolutely reeks of clothes. It's overwhelmingly.
I love it.
You smell like a Christmas pudding.
That's how he wants to smell.
It actually starts irritating your skin after they're laying in this bath.
Can I say to the barkeep to tell Mordred I'm in the bath to come see me when he wakes up?
The smell waking up.
Yeah, like there's this. You can smell it downstairs.
We got the best ourselves tonight.
You can tell he's kind of regretting it. Okay, so everyone's bathing. It takes a few hours to get people in
We've
and
got
out.
to do rounds.
I would say Eugene goes last.
Yeah, you gotta defumigate the room after. We'll fumigate.
You absolutely reek the clothes.
Eugene, for lunch, you're staying outside. Further away from the window, Eugene.
This isn't too far from what the whimsy smells like.
So while you're bathing, and Santinore's probably in one of the other 2, there's a knock on the door.
Man,
Are you sure? It's just a little.
I don't give a shit.
No one cares, Mordrin.
Oh, it's more of that. Bloody hell.
You can't.
Oh, you're right, that's the triple room. Eugene's in there as well. It fucking stinks.
You can't see Eugene. It's just bubbles.
It's a triple room. All right. I'm open to that.
That's all the bubbles.
So there were 3 bars in there.
Yeah, I thought it was right. It doesn't matter. So yeah, the Sentinel's invited. I guess you don't care either. So.
But this is perfect.
Yeah, there's bubbles there. So Eugene's.
You can't see Eugene. Just bubbles.
I can also see us be like, we'll just
Because the last bathing place we went into, it was just a room
Yeah.
with some barbs in
Yeah,
it.
it probably would be. I mean, this isn't a really fancy place, so.
Can I be in this bar?
Well, it was decided.
It's just me and my ducky.
Persephone's
Yeah, Persephone's loving this. Even Persephone's slightly worried about the smell.
So chaotic.
Okay, he comes in. He's
Why
like,
did I give the monkless a nose?
in the. What is this thing?
That's Eugene.
hang on, I'm gonna wrap myself around.
Cleanliness, I think you'll find.
I can't. My eyes are watering. All right, so he walks out with Sentinel in a robe.
Am I as clean as I stored in the bath?
Baby in mind, I'll clean it.
Just oiling
Sort
out.
of corrodes.
No, be fine.
Okay,
Mint's good for it.
so you pad back to the what's your rooms, leaving wet like footsteps. Right. Okay. So yes, it's very odd. I must admit, it's a strange time to have a bath with everyone, but.
Hey, yeah, no, we were just fucking sorting out the Touch Lotus for you, my guy.
Sorting them out.
Well, okay, so Dolan Crissaphaene, who's been managing the Touch Lotus, he's fucking dead. Fenriv.
You killed him.
Yeah. Fenriv,
Damn.
who took everyone away from you. He's fucking dead.
Well, I'm confirmed.
I'm going bold.
MIA.
Now.
You just killed them all.
Not all of them, because I've done you a favour. But we have to do some other work first.
Okay.
The ones who are left, might be willing to come and work for you.
Me? I'm not sure how this is never gonna. My mother would never.
Yeah, that's the work that we gotta do. See.
Not killing my mother.
No, I'm not suggesting fucking killing your mother. Jeez, why is your answer to everything, don't kill my mother? I've never once suggested killing your mother. Are you sure you don't want to kill your mother?
You just killed a lot of people, so.
Not that many people. I think we only killed, what, 2 actual people?
You might want to kill your mother in a minute.
You might want to kill your mother in a minute. Well...
To catching me up, they are hiding or something, and the rest of them seem open to some kind of negotiation.
Yeah, provided that your mother is not in charge.
Okay. Well, that would
Which
be
I think
good.
she would be more amenable to. I'm not saying that she doesn't have to be involved at all, but...
She's clinging on. She's the last surviving member of my family. She doesn't listen to me.
So
My
I have
sister.
sister.
Well, she does my mother's work for her, but she doesn't by no means enjoys working for her. She's just doing what she's good at, she's doing a job that she's good at,
What does your sister do? You've never mentioned your sister before.
I've got to have my own secrets, haven't I? But
Yeah,
I feel we know each other relatively well now. You're standing in my pub without any clothes on, well, a towel, I guess.
And do you have a problem with that?
No, it's quite nice. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, I do. But her work is very much on the sensitive side of sneaking around.
What work?
Yes.
Yeah.
And other things, but yes.
Oh, yes. Do you know how your father died?
Well, on the job.
Are you in a position to receive information that might completely destroy you as a person?
Oh, Christ. I mean, every day, I guess, at the moment, but I'm assuming we're not joking.
No.
Just to get it over with.
Your mother killed your father.
I find that find that very hard to believe. And look, I don't think you're lying. I don't.
Between her and Dolan Crissaphaene, they killed him so that they could go on together. Dying man's confession to someone who looked like Arena.
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage. You've developed quite a rapport with him.
I've been drinking so many times with him. Oh, fuck off. 7 + 8?
15.
Let's say you're right. Let's say that this man, Dolan, plotted with my mother to kill my father. I guess, and that would mean that, they were behind the hiding of evidence from the table. They were the reason that we were kicked from the table. They were the reason that...
They were already kicked when... Because Belsior was using the kidnapping to get leverage over the table.
Yes.
I thought they'd already gone by that point. That was not necessarily to him, that was him clarifying the timeline.
No, I mean, he's not... his perspective of it is absolutely skewed as well, so... Well, either way, what do we do? We do know for sure then. Let's say I believe you. We know for sure that they were planning to leave, and that everything that this Dolan character did, my mother may have some involvement in.
Well, we know that she gave him the book that he was using to fucking get out. You found the note that said she gave him a book, right? You found that.
Yes.
And we found the book, and it's a fun read. Look, I'm not saying that she necessarily has to be 100% removed. What I am saying is if you want to make a move and do this, you do it now. You can tell her that you can grow the family back. You can get back where you were. If I get back where I was, hell, you've got a syndicate vote to get you back on the third table. You get your standing back. Those guys will only work for you, they will not work for her.
They said this.
They said they wouldn't work for her. When I said, how well do you know the Lamores, they were like, we don't, not Arena. And I said, what about you? They seem more amenable to it. She doesn't have to go away, you're still going to need help, and that I can also offer you. But that takes a slightly additional favour.
Okay. Maybe if we can get her to admit these things, look, if we can, okay, all of this sounds amenable, but all of it depends on us removing her.
But if she's all about power, she can still keep some of it if you get the reputation of this family back. She can still keep some of it. She's still a Lamore.
You push her to the sidelines.
Retire her, early retirement.
Okay, what proof do we have? Let's say I was to go to her now.
Yeah, that we can work on. You don't necessarily at this point need proof of anything. You've got my word. If you give me some time, I can get you someone else from the syndicate who can vote.
The memory ring.
It's got nothing on.
If someone's attuned to it, they can put that memory of Dolan telling us that. We can give him that memory. I can give you the memory of him admitting it.
A memory, and she would be able to see this. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's a damn sight better than nothing. She may accuse us of some sort of illusion, but I don't know if we have any other choices. Look, thank you for bringing this to me, and let's take some time, sort your ring, your memory thing, and we'll talk. Thank you.
I do need to ask you an additional favour. It's not 100% set in stone yet.
Right, okay.
There is a possibility that I'll be moving my wife to the city, and in that time of her moving, I don't really want her to be homeless when she gets here. So could you maybe she'll pay you, she'll give you all the money that you need. Could you find her a house?
Is she like a housewife or some sort of? She's like a housewife or some sort of?
Absolutely fucked.
Well, I mean, she can always help in the kit. We have.
That is also not what I asked you.
Well,
can you find her a house?
A house? No, but she can have a room here.
could you legitimately just go house hunting? Like,
Houses are expensive.
she's rich as fuck, man.
Oh, well, then she can buy her own bloody house.
I'm not saying buy it for her, I'm saying help her find a house. She will then put the deposit down and all of that shit. But what's she gonna do when she gets here? Spend fucking ages looking for a house where she's gonna stay in that time?
Oh, well, I mean, I'll put my feelers out.
Fucking why stop?
She has a
Punch you if
bloody
you
know,
say
do
that
I?
again.
I'm sure she's lovely.
Straight up, punch in the fucking face. Yeah. The heir apparent to the fucking Zaithwaite family is just lovely.
He's just
Probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Well, I'll do what I can. And she's obviously got rooms here
Thanks.
for as long as she needs them while she finds a house.
Thank you.
Well,
Do you want time?
maybe... It's even early for me.
Yeah,
Try
but I've been
yourself
up since 4. I kicked you off back to bed.
Maybe we'll meet up this evening with your friends. I'm gonna go and do some business, I think.
Crack on.
Things are changing and
So he's going for a bath.
he nods at you, runs his hand through his curly hair, and he walks off. A little spring in his step.
A spring in his step.
Oh yeah.
Damn. All right. Damn. Don't want to stay naked a bit longer, maybe.
Okay, so
He
everyone is
doesn't literally have
bathed.
springs in his shoes.
He doesn't literally have springs. No, but Eugene is like now a walking miasma of pure
Love
cloak.
it.
Eugene, you need to come with a bell so we know you're fucking coming.
Well, you can see me, can't you?
Hello.
Yeah, that's
No
the
offense,
thing.
Eugene, you absolutely stink.
But I want to know. I want
it.
the sound to know where he's coming from, so I can run away.
I can say, here I am.
He smells like potpourri.
No, I love it.
Delicious.
Hey,
Can I have added like some sweet stuff so it's a bit more strawberry?
yeah, there's an undertone of candy sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I just added sugar to the bath.
You are sticky. Okay, so it's probably, I would say you guys you've bathed, you've colluded some more with Mordarin. You're sat down dry and clean. You're cooking. Pardon me. You're eating a hearty lunch of roast potatoes.
Are they Jersey?
No, they're not. They're just standard. No, whatever.
Okay, can I use this time to have re-summoned Ansel as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want my
sure,
cat
time.
back.
Ansel's, weaving around the legs of the chair up in your booth that you have, and you're all tucking into a proper roast, potatoes. It's beef. There's gravy, and it's very nice.
Ansel won't attack Persephone at all.
I mean, if I told him to, he would, but he
Well, would you tell him to do that?
He tried to go after Ansel, to go after Zeal a few times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at
You so
Ansel.
hurt Persephone.
He's like there, sort of like looking at Persephone, like tail swishing back and forth.
Like doing that weird talking sort of
Yeah.
chirping sound that cats do.
Yeah, just very intently looking at Persephone.
Wide eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he's not paying attention to you, buddy. So to Zeal.
So you guys have you're halfway through your first day out of 5.
Oh my god.
I'm not suggesting we roleplay these days but what it is an opportunity, and I would say I'm going to say you've got your 5 days because that's how Xanathar's guide works. It's a chunk of time. Quickly on that aura. So you're crafting of a magic item.
Yep.
You can craft an uncommon item, which is what you were describing.
Yeah.
It would require 500 gold, but
Yeah.
it is stepped. So I think I did text this to you as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
So basically, you can craft it over a long period of time as long as you can cast that spell.
Yeah.
And I know that you were using your lay on hands, right?
I was going to use Cure Wound.
So it has to be a 3rd level spell. So you can always upcast it. Do you have 3rd level slots?
Yeah,
So-
I've got 3rd level slots.
So you'd have to do that, and you have to spend 8 hours per day. And with every 8 hours, it costs 25 gold.
Okay.
So, in summary, it takes 20 days and 500 gold.
Yeah.
If you choose to do this, what I'm happy to say is, over the previous downtime, you would have spent 2 days, 50 gold on it, kind of researching and building a recipe and all that. You have 5 days now, which would bring you to 7 days in total.
Yeah.
And then you would probably have time on the ship as well.
Yeah.
So you after this week, if you chose to do this every day, you would have 13 days left.
So if it was, is it just the one spell slot, the gold, and then
8 hours?
8 hours. If I got 2 third level spell slots,
that is the it's 8 the
okay.
Yeah, it's
I can't just double it up and do 2 spell slots, 16 hours in a day.
What we could do is a roll, and it would be pretty tough. So it would probably be between 10 and 20%.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have a bad effect, but it may work, but it may not, and you lose the slot.
Okay, so if we got down days where I'm casting absolutely nothing, I'll have a crack at the 2 just in case it works.
Let's say there's a 20% chance of it working.
Okay.
Because then in 5 days, you would have a chance of an extra day of it, right?
Do you want me to roll for the 2 previous days in the downtime?
Only if you're going to double it.
Yeah, I'll double it on the...
If you do succeed on the double, it still costs an extra 25 gold though.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So on the previous 2 days, you've already banked 2 days and 50 gold.
Yeah.
So you're going to try and double it. So roll a percentile dice. On anything under a 20, it works.
69.
Yeah,
on the first one. And 26.
Unlucky. So 2 days are in the bank. If you keep a track of this.
Okay.
So that's 2 days and knock 50 gold off your money. And then we'll go from there. And it's just for the record, 20 days total, 25 gold per day. Okay. So you have 5 days worth of downtime. Do you guys know what you want to do? There's obviously, you can just earn gold like Sentinel did. You can do anything you like.
I've got a very quick thing that doesn't need playing out.
Oh yeah, and obviously shopping or anything like that you want to get before the trip.
I've just got a very quick thing.
You will level up on your next long rest.
If we level up, if we rest on the first day, can we level up?
You can't have a long rest until this evening.
Mine's just a very quick one that can be done in the rest of the day. What does Enthor look like?
In your mind?
Yeah, from what I've seen.
You're from your experiences in visions.
Yeah.
He has appeared as in a couple of forms. He's appeared as an old man.
Yeah.
And very wiry and strong.
Yeah.
And you've also seen him talking as a man made of granite, of smooth stone and armor.
So there's no way I could, with like the resources I have available, try and make myself look more like him before we go to Zalumai. Like, I didn't know if I could just like get a haircut or, look more like him.
It was that easy.
Just to get a vague appearance.
He looks old. He had a kind of goatee when you saw him.
I'll start growing out.
He got a goatee. Growing out goatee. He had long white hair. His hair was white. So it was his goatee.
We could do that.
Yeah, I'll dye my hair white.
Okay. You got a white goatee and white hair.
Yeah, I just want to try and get a close appearance, because if we're going to the city where he lived and that, I want to. If we come across anything, I want to try and portray myself as him.
Okay. You can do that.
And the other thing was the circlets that I saw on those people.
Yes, in the wait.
Yeah.
What circlets?
The ones that you showed on the people in the memory.
You didn't
see the memory.
Eugene
saw the memory.
Oh, right.
But he could have described them, so you would have a rough. You knew they wore circlets.
Yeah.
Circlets.
I mean, you could also just put the ring on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't go over them. I won't. Re-save over the memory for a while.
Yeah, I just wanted to check if those circlets were anything similar to a certain circlet that someone wears.
You're gonna have to remind me.
The one Ali has.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch the memory?
Yeah.
No, they're not similar.
Okay.
They, as I said, they have a bead on the front, and within that is set a coil stone.
Okay, cool.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my god.
when you said circlet, brass circlets, I was just like, no.
Oh god, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's me done. Other than that, I'm just leveling up and pumping spells in this thing and trying to...
Oh yeah, so yours is pretty much sorted.
Yeah, I'm basically done.
So you're going to take the extra 5 days, so that's 125 gold.
Okay.
How much gold do you have?
After this...
Yeah, I'm assuming you haven't divvied up stuff yet.
No.
Because you've still got it in raw materials and stuff.
Yeah, I've got 27 gold left plus 1,400 in coal shards.
Okay.
So,
Can I have
I'll try.
Yeah, can we share those?
Are you going to sell them all?
No, I'll divide them up. Can I just try and double all those quickly?
Yes, you got 5, yeah. Do your rolls.
I've got different downtime, but can I do a very quick sending? And can I say to Cass? So I was thinking about what you said, and how would you feel about moving to Delnori? I've spent a lot of time and effort in making it a nice, safe city. I've got you a nice friend to hang out with who was a bit rude to begin with, but he'll, maybe try and help you find a house and also be nice.
I'm probably closer to submitting to that request than I ever have been, but I'm open to it. The city's not the same anymore.
Everything you said last time, I don't feel comfortable with you staying there. I would feel much more comfortable in a nice, safe, very lovely ocean town where you also don't have to live underground and where I have someone I can send to go and pick you up. It'll take me about 5 days to get him to you if you say yes, but I can send him to you and then you'll be nice and safe.
Who is this person?
Florin.
Oh no.
He's got his own boat now. We paid it. He's got a ship. We paid and everything. Look, if you don't want to, it is an option.
No, it's more Florin than anything.
That's the deal.
That's the deal breaker, is Florin.
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I wasn't expecting this, and she's writing this, right? I've been thinking of a way of trying to tell you this. I think I should.
Oh my god, she's pregnant.
Jesus.
Sorry. Have alter self yet. When I found out that was level 15, I was pissed. Anyway.
This is probably something that Moxie should hear as well.
Moxie. She's here.
Oh. Julian's been. I've pretty much been spending most of my time in my hideout. And it's getting rather claustrophobic.
Be outside and walk around freely.
Okay, if you're both there, Julian has been digging graves in the Delanta graveyard. He has rumours going around. He says it's for Royce, ready for him, as though it's an inevitability when he should return. That his leadership is so unrefutable that his own father will be buried. This kind of thing. But I heard. I bought it. I won't lie. It's the kind of thing that he would do.
100%.
But I heard that another day, something had tripped him out. He was flipping out. He was going insane. He went crazy. I had reports of smashing the house up.
He's such a kid.
And I did some digging around to see what could have triggered it, and I'm pretty sure I know what's fucked him up. God. He's not just digging graves, he has dug one up. And it was Ansel's, and it was empty.
What?
That's where we began today's session.
What the fuck? No, we're not ending. Excuse me, what the fuck?
Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.